Um, kind of. I guess I've been kind of violent towards my mom. Like last year, I was kind of in the rebellious stage. I calmed down quite a bit. I was getting into a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have got into, being so young. And I felt like my mom was trying to hold me back from growing up. And so I just usually just start screaming, I hated you and hated you and hated you, and I would run away. I even at one point, like I got so tired of it, I actually tried to take myself to jail. I was in the Audi home for like 2 months. One of the hardest things I'm gonna have to do for my future to be good, I'm about to drop a lot of some of my close friends because a lot of them, they're into bad stuff. They're not the best people to hang out with, and just find some positive people to hang with.
Well, my name is Tony, and I guess I actually have a lot to say about what violence means and how I can define it. But I just want to say what violence is to me. I used to be a very naive kid, thinking the world was all happy and joyful, but it's not, Freshman year, I got jumped by 8 kids. All I was trying to do was just open the car door for them in order for all of them to pass, and then bam, someone decides to take my phone. I could have easily just let it happen and not do anything about it, or I just acted in the way that I did and chased after him, grabbed him, and then police came, and I kind of made him bleed from the back of his head. Where does the justices in the acts of violence come from? How can you justify it? If you're seriously looking for an answer about violence and how to stop it and where it comes from, all we really have to do is just look into the mirror.
Growing up, I went to a school that was in a white neighborhood. So we'd have to walk home some distance from that school. I can remember being in 3rd grade, and after school, when you walking home, quite a few of the white children and white kids, I don't call them children, some of them were older and driving at the time, would attack the kids on the way to school. And on a number of occasions, we would actually have to run home from school because we were being, attacked by these white kids at the school in the neighborhood.
Can you tell me how that made you feel?
Pretty bad. It was quite worrisome. As at 3rd grade, I mean, you're pretty scared, And these were, like I said, some of these people were older, and they actually were driving cars, and throughout the neighborhood chasing us. So that was it's pretty scary time.
Okay, let's see. I was 4 years old, lived on the south side of Chicago, 51st and Michigan. Let me see. For some reason unknown to this day, we lived on the 2nd floor in an apartment building. I can vaguely remember that our apartment was shot up. All I remember is that all of the front windows were shot out, and I remember my mom screaming and hollering at my brothers, trying to figure out what happened and what was going on. I remember that our front door was kicked in, I'm guessing, by the guys who had shot up our apartment looking for my 2 older brothers. My mom due to the incident that took place, I guess she couldn't handle all the stuff that was going on, and she decided that she wanted to leave. So she took off and she left me at the house with my disabled grandfather, my dad, my 2 older sisters. I still to this day can't remember exactly where my brothers were at.
How did that make you feel?
Sad, because my mom was gone.